well known in accordance, we are having this meeting by Zoom in accordance with Minnesota Statute 13.D015. So thank you all. We're going to do a little rearranging of the calendar, the meeting here a little bit, because we need to have a quorum in order for things to get voted on. So currently we have 8. Am I reading that right? Yeah. So what I'd like to do is, if we can rearrange it, let's do a roll call attendance first. And Diane, if you will do that for us.
Hanson.
Aye.
Hanson present. Acomb.
Acomb present.
Acomb present. Albrecht.
Albright present.
Albrecht present. Dames. Deestick. Favor.
Favor, aye.
Favor present. Gibson.
Present.
Gibson present. Per.
Present.
Per present. Langseth.
Langseth present.
Langseth present. Moore.
More present.
Moore present. Heichel.
Michael present.
Heichel present. Westrom. Reese is excused. Currently, there are 9 members present,
We have
3
9.
absent, and 1 excused.
Okay, so if we have 9, I only count 8. Why am I missing here?
We have 9.
Okay, perfect. All right, so while we have 9 people, I'm going to rearrange the agenda a little bit, and we will do the director's report afterwards in the introduction of staff. On number 6, we do not have 12 people, so we cannot do the presentation for the LCCMR recommendations to the legislature. That will have to wait for a later meeting. But we can get on to action number 7, which is to adopt the calendar for 2023. And I know, Jeremy, you emailed me with some suggestions. So let's take a few comments there and we will go from there.
Sure. Thank you, Madam Chair. My concern with the calendar was the short time for applicants. As provided by staff, it was recommended slightly less than 60 days response period for the RFP. And I think that we as commission members could sacrifice a little bit of our review time potentially to enhance that period up to and exceeding the 60-day mark so that we have the opportunity to develop better applications and responses to the RFP. So I asked Becca through Nancy to review the timeline and see if there was a way we could make that work where we meet or exceed that 60-day minimum for response period and still maintain the ability for commissioners to have adequate time to review applications.
So, Becca, I know you sent the calendar out to everybody. So what this means right now, if I hear your proposal correctly, Jeremy, is that it'd be 72 days for people to do their, get the proposals in, and then commission members would have 20 days in order to review all of them. So I just want to add that the legislature is in session until May 22nd, correct, Rick? So I really like your idea, and I know the DNR, according to Becca, would like to see this extended a little bit. I'm just wondering if there's some sort of compromise we could make, but I would like to get other people's ideas. Any other thoughts? All right, I guess not. My thought was to change it to the 24th versus the 31st, giving commission members, especially because we have some new commission members, adequate time to review, because getting the proposals in and reviewing were both critical parts of this process. So yes, Becca.
Madam Chair, I also had a chance to run by with staff this morning, and we could also shorten the time that we have for review. And if we could just, if we still had the RFP deadline at March 31st, staff would really try to expedite our time to give you more than that 3 weeks.
Okay. Any other comments? Yes, Rick Hansen.
I would move the calendar with that change to March 31st.
Thank you. Any more comments? All right. Does everybody understand the process here? Good. All right. Can we take an attendance? I mean, a vote, please, Diana.
Hanson,
Aye.
Hanson, yes. Acomb,
Aye.
Acomb, yes. Albrecht,
Albrecht, yes.
Albrecht, yes. Dames. Deestick. Faber,
Faber, aye.
Faber, yes. Gibson,
Aye.
Gibson, yes. Her,
Yes.
Her, yes. Langseth,
Langseth, yes.
Langseth, yes. Moore,
More yes.
Moore, yes. Heichel,
Michael, yes.
Heichel, yes. Reese is excused. Westrom. Westrom is absent. Currently, there is a total of 9 yes, 3 no, 3 absent, and 1 excused. 0 no.
Thank you, Diana, and thank you, Jeremy, for putting your thought into that. Now let's move on to number 8, and that is to adopt the 2024 request for proposal. And just to remind you, this has to go along with our strategic plan. So, Rick, do you have a?
I would move adoption of the 2024 request for proposal.
Thank you. Comments from members? Thoughts? Okay. I guess here we go. Diana, would you pick?
Hanson. Hanson,
Aye.
Hanson, yes. Acomb,
Aye.
Acomb, yes. Albrecht,
Albrecht, yes.
Albrecht, yes. Dames. Deestick. Faber,
Faber, aye.
Faber, yes. Her,
Aye.
Her, yes. Gibson,
Aye.
Gibson, yes. Langseth,
Langseth, yes.
Langseth, yes. Moore,
More yes.
Moore, yes. Heichel,
Michael, yes.
Heichel, yes. Reese is excused. Westrom. Currently, there are 9 yes, 0 no, 3 absent, and 1 excused.
Okay. The action item is approved. So I think since we have, let's see, anybody, yes, Seth Moore.
Just a comment on the request for proposals. I didn't want to obstruct the passage of this because it's timely and we need to get the RFP out. But we really did not have any constructive discussion on how we might modify the RFP for this year. And I know at least the citizen group discussed some approaches at doing so. So perhaps for next year, we could schedule in a meeting prior to the RFP going out so that we could actually have some constructive discussions on how we might want to modify it.
Yes, thank you, Commissioner Moore. I think also we need to do the strategic planning session. And if we get that done first, that will then lead us to the RFP. So I think both of those discussions need to take place, and we will try to schedule some time to do both. So
Thanks.
I appreciate your concern on those issues. So sorry, I've got some distractions in the background. All right, so I think those are the action items that we need to take care of today. I appreciate everybody that came in to make it a quorum. But before we hang up, I would like to give Becca a chance to do a little director's report. We have an exciting new addition.
Madam Chair, members, and I also just want to acknowledge, I believe Senator Westrom has arrived.
Yes.
And I just also wanted to introduce everybody to our new staff member, Noah Fribley. Noah, are you? Yeah, there you go. If you could wave a little bit. We're very delighted to have Noah join us as a new project analyst and communication specialist. And Noah earned his master's degree in science, technology, and environmental policy with a focus on water resource science from the Humphrey School of Public Affairs at the University of Minnesota. And prior to his graduate studies, he worked for the Aspen Institute, Gobabeb Namib Research Institute in Namibia. How did I do, Noah? All right. And then also previously before that in agroecology and education. So Noah started about a week and a half ago, and he has already been tweeting for us. So I'm very happy for that, as well as the other things that he is contributing to our efforts here. So welcome, Noah, and we look forward to working with you. And I'm sure members look forward to meeting you as well.
Okay. Thank you. Welcome, Noah. Before we sign off, we have to approve the minutes. I'm sorry, I forgot that. And that does not need a roll call. It just needs to, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Opposed? No. All right, that passes. And also, Bill, before I get to you, I just wanted to make note that the LCCMR bill for this, the one we just approved, is going to be heard in Representative Hansen's committee today at 3 o'clock. And we then hope that we will get a positive review. For those of you that don't know, Becca has COVID. And so Becca will not be.
Becca has COVID? What?
She doesn't look like it, but she does. So other staff
Holy
members
moly.
will be testifying, other staff members. So it would be nice to get an update on that bill as it moves through the separate committees. So thank you, Representative Hansen, for moving this forward. Okay, Mr. Faber, did you have a question?
Yes, I did for Director Nash. I need a little clarification there, buddy, COVID buddy. So with Noah's hired now, did we not approve? Is there still one more person that's going to be coming on board sometime? Where are we at with that? Or what's happening there, partner?
Madam Chair Gibson, Member Faber, thanks for asking. The executive committee, as you recall earlier, I guess it's not this year, as late last year, met to approve the administrative budget and did approve addition of one staff person. We since did get approval from the LCC to add another staff person. So as soon as we can, we are going to get that posted and start the hiring process. And we're very grateful for that. It will help immensely.
So literally that candle at the end of a 10,000 mile long thing is just moved like 3 miles close. Is that what we're saying there, buddy?
That is correct.
Okay.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yes, and we'll have a full complement of staff, and I think
Yes.
that we'll be able to turn around those requests for proposals pretty fast.
Yes. Excellent. Thank you.
I just wanted to bring up elections. Typically, we have elections of the Senate, the House, and the citizens. We have a chair and a co-chair election. They have to happen within 30 days of appointments to the commission. So we are still waiting for the House and the Senate to make their LCCMR appointments.
Oh.
And so, am I correct, Becca? You looked at me. So-
Yep, as soon as 30 days within the last appointment, correct.
So once that is made, we will have to have another meeting to appoint chairs and vice chairs. So I don't know if we have any timeline, do we, Rick, on appointments?
Don't know.
Okay, all right. So just wanted to let you know that that is coming. Our next meeting is on the 24th, and we do have 2 things to take up on that day. And so with that, is there any other business anybody would like to discuss? All right, we have no public testimony today. And I think we covered everything in the director's report, right? Okay, Becca. So with that, I want to thank everybody. Oh, I'm sorry, I have a question from Senator Westrom. Senator Westrom, can you hear me? Senator Westrom? Can we tell if he's, can staff tell if he's on the?
Just
Actually,
ask them to
online.
unmute.
Okay, Senator Westrom, can you take it off mute? Hello, Senator Westrom, can you hear me? Would you take it off mute?
Corey, do you have his number?
All right, if we'll just hold on here. I would like to hear from Senator Westrom.
Madam Chair, if you want. While we're waiting, I can provide one more update.
Okay, yes, please go ahead and provide another update.
I was just going to say, hopefully you all were received notice of the delivery of our biennial report to the legislature. That's something that we have to do every other year, biennial report. So this is our 2023 version, and it recaps all of the work that has been done by the LCCMR over the last 2 years. I think it came in at 530 pages. So it contains a lot and represents quite a huge effort, staff, members, and certainly our project managers, not just the projects that were funded over the last years, but the projects that were completed over the last 2 years, provide summaries of those. And it's just a really great resource and something to feel proud about. So.
Okay, I think we're getting close.
Audio now unmuted.
You're good. You're good.
All
Madam
right,
Chair,
yes.
Uh,
Welcome.
just feedback for whoever the host is. It kept telling me the host is not allowing participants to unmute. So whoever's running that might want to check that, but that's what it kept giving me. So finally, Jesse, my LA, was able to get something finagled here, but that's the control that I was not able to unmute. And I kept trying when I heard you. So, but that was the issues. Thank you for your patience.
Yes, no problem.
just,
You have a comment?
Yeah, Madam Chair, the 24th of January, what are all the things we're covering then? Did you say we had another meeting coming up at that point? And I'm wondering if it makes sense to meet whenever we get the appointments and put everything together rather than having so many meetings.
Correct. Thank you. Becca, do you want to comment on that? I know we've got a couple things.
Madam Chair and members, we have some business items left over from 2022. As Chair Gibson said, we do have the elections that need to take place if we do have our new members appointed. We also have the bill language to go through. We also have some work plans from 2022 that were legislative additions that we usually have come before the commission and provide a presentation before you have to approve those work plans. We have a request to remove a conservation easement, some land from conservation easement that requires a vote actually of 12 members that we need to do. And then we do have an update from Crane Lake, I believe was requested last year, that Crane Lake come back at our winter meeting. So those are the agenda items that we have. Because it's during the legislative session and we don't have access to a room to meet because the legislature has priority over the rooms, we need to meet remotely, which means that we have a 10-day notice period. And so that's why we've been I think some of these items are time sensitive. So we've been noticing the meetings so that they're on the calendar. And then unfortunately we haven't had the quorum to be able to hold the meeting. So we've had to cancel a couple. So we're going to try to pay attention and see if we have new members appointed, and ideally we do before we meet. And we're looking at another meeting potentially the week after the 24th.
Okay, I guess with all the meetings going on, I guess my observation might be that we just push it off a little bit, a few weeks, because with the start of session and the new appointments and all that, I don't exactly know when they'll be done, but it would be convenient if we could have all of that at once, potentially. So just food for thought of maybe we're already slated to meet a week after the 24th. Maybe that would be a better time to just have one meeting for everything. But I guess I'm open to other people's thoughts, but seems to me maybe we're going to even need to get into February. Just there's lots going on with the new session starting, and it's hard to say when all the leadership caucuses will have their appointments made. So just I guess that's why I was asking. So thanks for that feedback, though, Becca.
You bet. Representative Hansen.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And Senator Westrom, I think, putting these on the calendar with a 10-day notice gives us the flexibility. We had to hit the quorum today and we barely made it. So we may see some of these, we take one or two items where they require a vote to actually get them going. And I think the work plans, particularly folks that want to do work in the spring, if we can adopt them and it takes a full vote of the commission, we're probably going to end up taking little bites of this until we get the actual full commission, which may take a while in both the House and the Senate. So some of this 2022 leftover things, we may have some short meetings here. I know we don't like it, but in getting everybody to meet and to make sure we got a quorum to approve them, I think this is probably the best we can do. And I agree with you, we may have to schedule out every, for 2 or 3 days each week or subsequently to get through the backlog that we have. But maybe we'll be lucky and the appointments will come through and we can do work, but we generally won't have more than an hour during the noon hour. What normally would take a 3 or 4 hour meeting, we're going to have to probably take certain bites at the apple.
Everybody understand? All right. Thank you. Is there any other business by commission members? Okay, with that, we adjourn. Thank you very much.